Hello everyone, my dear friends. Today I am going to talk to you about something. And this video I am doing in a little nudge that I have received from one of my childhood friends. Lately I have been posting some videos with uh, talking about how to attain spiritual enlightenment and how to proceed in the path of self-realization. Whatever I have understood, whatever I have realized, based on that I am saying, without any expectation that people should like my videos or whatever they would be doing. So this is just, I have got certain things and I would like to share them. One of my childhood friends, while talking with me, he mentioned that, see, Chitresh, what happens nowadays is people are pained, people are stressed, regardless of the age, regardless of the gender. Some of them are going to, their workplace. When they come back, they are confused. Some of them, they are studying and they don't know what to do, what is the best course of action for them. And sometimes people are just burdened with the family responsibility, misunderstandings, and like not fulfilled expectations, things like that. So in a sense, if you consider the general life of people is not very blissful, let's say you are talking about spiritual bliss, very fine. People who will walk the path, maybe they will be attaining that blissful state. But what about people, they are already pained? Is there anything that you can say by which their pains can be reduced? Their pains can be, they will find a little bit solace, they will sleep at least without any fear that the next day will be worse than today. So I gave it a thought, and this channel I would like to make it predominantly in English, because I think this is an eternal problem about which he's talking about, and it is not restricted to any boundary or anything. So I predominantly make it a point that English will be the language of communication, and whatever I know, whatever I'd be sharing, again without any expectation from your part. You don't have to listen to me, you don't have to do whatever I am talking to you. You can safely ignore and live your own life, of course. The first point is, let us be very clear, my friends, that whatever problems that we are putting ourselves in, our life is a byproduct of our actions. Yes, you have got certain things that are maybe by some kind of divine plan, by some kind of astrological configurations. Sometimes it is your bad karma of previous life, whatever. Let us not use this kind of words. See, what I have understood is that 90%, or let's say 99% of life is just words, fake words, blank words, does not mean anything. When a person claims himself to be knowledgeable, he just uses some words to describe things. That doesn't make sense. If you just dig deeper, if you go on asking him questions about those words, what are the meaning of those words, most of them will be unable to say anything. They have read it somewhere, they have borrowed it from some place. So people are living on borrowed knowledge. That's why nobody is fulfilled. Even the person who is very educated, very well placed, very well positioned in their life, they are feeling stressed. They are ready to maybe jump from the 8th floor window. So we are hearing about this. People are suffering from sudden heart attacks and all. So there are lots of pain inside. The so-called knowledge that you are learning is not fulfilling you. So we have to live a fulfilled life. So first point is, let us understand that whatever your satisfaction will only result when your expectations are fulfilled, and your expectations are unrealistic. Whatever things you are expecting, you are never happy. Something that happens to you, this is the disease that our mind has, that eternally it is unhappy. Like we use the symbol of Rahu. You all know that Rahu is a demon whose neck was cut. And why it was cut? Because he actually, uses camouflage, a kind of, masquerade, and he like pretended as a god, and he ate the forbidden amrit, that is nectar, and that will give him eternal life. But then Vishnu could understand that, and immediately he. Now you can take sides, of course. I never agree with this type of, like, let's say, biasness towards the gods and all. But whatever, leave things aside. The symbol of Rahu is like somebody without any, he's just have his head. So whatever he eats, it does not go it and nourish his body. So it goes out. So he is eternally dissatisfied. So same is the way of mind. Mind is always dissatisfied. Whenever he gets something, it gets something. The moment it attains, immediately a new, goal arises. So remember that there is no way by which you will be satisfied. Let's get this straight. So best thing that you can do is to accept that this is the state that is going to be, and you will be doing the greatest justice to your own abilities. That is what is required to be happy. And my friends, remember, I think too much stress is being given on things that will give you money, that will give you position, that will give you certain utilitarian benefits. And we have, kind of suppressed the need for creative expressions that does not have any utility to increase your bank balance or anything. We say that sometimes people think that they are making wise remarks when they say, why are you watching this movie? Why are you, singing? Why are you doing dance? Is it going to increase your bank balance? They think that they are saying something that is profound. That is the bullshit, biggest kind of bullshit that one person can say. So this is something that goes on, that money is, so see, money is required. Money is kind of thing that gives you immense amount of ability to live your own life. And that is the currency by which you can understand that the existence has rewarded your efforts. Having said that, your fulfillment depends on a lot of things. We are complicated creatures. It is, we have a history of so many years, and by which, we have learned lessons and we have changed ourselves. We are continuously living in a dynamic world where we are bombarded with interacting with, multiple kind of forces, interactions. So our emotions are never, simple. So what you need to understand is that the need for self-satisfaction, the need for satisfaction is something which actually will always be there when you look outside, when you look for external validation, when you look for people who will praise you, but it's never going to be fulfilled. This is the first kind of, understanding that you must have. So what you can do is you live your best. You understand that you are somebody who is having a desire which is never going to be fulfilled. It will be fulfilled always partially. So that is the nature of things. Having said that, you make the most out of it. Every moment of life is an opportunity. It is as a, you can say is a multiple possibilities are there. So you enjoy. You do what you like to do. So that is the first point in being happy. Sit quietly. Sit in a quiet spot. Do not get disturbed. Do not seek, help from other places. Just sit silently and think. See where you are. Face your demons. Face your problems. Face wherever you are right now. So you will understand that lots of people are in far worse situation than where you are. And there is always a way by which you can change things. So every time you breathe, there is a possibility of a new life. It's a new opportunity. So my dear friends, first thing, understand that nobody who has got desire gets fulfilled. Only thing you can do is throw away your desire. So that is what the rishis do. That is what the enlightened people do. But let us not talk about that. Our purpose here is not enlightenment. We would want to make the most out of life here. So you sit silently and understand that kind of discontentment will be part of life. And what you need to do is you need to live your life to the best of its possibilities. Find out what you are good at, do it. Find out what gives you happiness, even if you're not good at it, even if society has not taught you to do that. So even if it is just a hobby, so you do that. Do not expect that everything that you do is going to fetch you money, fetch you position, fetch you respect. Does not matter. Only the persons who does not care about getting respect gets respected. Remember, the moment you stop depending on external validation, the external world will start respecting you. So live your own life and do whatever you want to do. Whatever, see, living life requires sacrifices to be made. You have to pay the price. So whoever it is, Ratan Tata, Mukesh Ambani, whoever is living the life that you think, they are having their problems. They had their moments of doubt. They had their moments of pain. They have their problem with their child. The child may not be living a healthy life. The child may be because they are continuous target of people. So so-called successful people who you consider to be successful may not be living the life where they are totally happy. They have their problems. So this is the way human life is programmed. What I suggest is, why don't you just sit, stop over emphasizing or inflating your own problems, and just accept what problem is going to be there. Let us live with that, and let's see what best we can do about it. Find something where you are not going to get anything in return, in monetary sense, in commercial sense, in business. सौदा नहीं होना चाहिए, लाइफ सौदा नहीं होना चाहिए. Anything that you do, you're visiting to God's mandir, you're visiting to God's temple for making prarthana, you are asking for something. If it is you are considering that everything is a sauda, you are going and asking for something with this thing, I pray this, God, let me pass this examination. Boss, don't do that. That is a clear way that you are like a beggar. You are living like a beggar, cannot be, happy in life. At least do certain things where you don't have any expectation. That will make you happy. That is the, secret of happiness. When you are not, that is when you are an emperor. That is where you are not a beggar. Understand? So much for this. We'll be doing videos. Whatever comes in my mind, I say, if you want to see, if you like, you watch. If you don't like, you don't watch. I'll still be happy. Thank you so much. See you guys. Bye-bye. See you next time.